Hi there, welcome to this week's pick a card reading, which is Are You on the Right Path? And this week's reading is also timeless, so whenever you should land upon it will be perfect for you. I'm Seqkkat, by the way, from Seqkat'sTarot.com, and I'm glad and thankful to have you here with me. So go ahead now and take a moment and take a look at the cats. Once again, I'm using the Spirit Cats inspirational cards. And see which cat is pulling or tugging at you. You can take a slow, deep belly breath to kind of align your ego with your higher self to help you tune in if you like. You can kind of ask your guides, your higher self, for guidance of what feels right. You might find your eyes keep landing on a particular one. And you can look away and see if your eyes land right back on it to check if you like. And by all means, use your own methods of tuning in. And if you need more time than I'm affording you here, feel free to pause the video. And once you've chosen your cat, you can choose cat 1, cat 2, or 3 by either scrolling down to where the chapters are at the end of like a bar at the end of your video, or you can go down to the description box below and find the timestamps for cat 1, cat 2, and cat 3. Okay, I will meet you at your spirit cat. Okay, welcome if you chose cat 1 for your spirit cat, and this is your theme card for Are You on the Right Path? And remember, this reading is timeless, so we will read your card. And your card represents solitude. Oh, and interesting enough, if you've been following me, I have a cat named Lily, and every now and then you see her. And this cat is Meet Lily. She sits contently in the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out for the leaves, but she is far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains the sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She will return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it is in the woods, or perhaps it's on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you're alone, it is easier to hear your own voice, to discern your longings, and rekindle faith in yourself. Pretty card. Okay. So I'm going to pull a few tarot to expand on your theme card, and keep in mind as I do this, this is a general reading, so I have this tuned to many of you. As each person tunes into their card, how it's relative to your unique relative reality. So tune in as I give you the different variances to which reality is relative to you in your particular story. My first impressions with this is solitude, and we're inquiring on if you are on the right path. So my first sensation with this is it might be time for you to tune in and take some solitude moments for you to directly tune in and get a better feel for the answer for this. Okay, we got your cards right here. Okay. All right. So, some of you are starting a new path, and it is one that the universe is completely supporting you, and it is assuring you abundance and success with this one. So this is a new journey for you, so that is looking good. And you are also being invited to have faith on whatever your path is. Again, this is universal support. These are both really talking about the universe supporting you. So embark on this new path, you've got double the fold. So yeah, you've got, they really do telling you to have the faith. So maybe that tuning in and that solitude is tuning into your higher self and your guides and getting that flow and inspiration of what steps to take to get on that path. And this could also be an affirmation. And again, really, it's really coming back, taking that solitude for your next steps, that inspiration. You want that spirit, inspiration. You can see the word spirit in that, of the steps to take on your path to get you going. Now, some of you here, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, she is the most clairvoyant of the deck. So this one, I'm going to gather here, it's time to listen to your intuition to know if you're on your right path. Take that solitude and tune in, and take a deep belly breath and get connected with your higher self. Meet with your higher self in a meditation and tune in to see what your path is. Because I think there is a path calling you, and you may be stalling and not following it, or maybe you did step off the path. We will see more for each of you in your unique realities as we do a whole row tarot now. So I'm going to do that next, and then I will also clarify. And I'm going to pull up your entire row of cards here, and then I will start reading them for you. Okay, let's just throw it away. Alright, let's see if that is your row by chance. I think yes, I think you have your whole row here. One go. Actually, let's see if we get one more. A few more than one, but that's okay. Okay. All right, so again, there's many of you. All right, so for some of you that are not listening to your intuition, you're not being who you are. So for those of you that are getting this answer, you're not on your right path, because I think this is going to pertain to some of you too, experiencing your fears and your relative reality. And some of you, I think, have hit the ultimate defeat with this. And also with that, you are experiencing nothing is right with your world. Everything is upside down. And you are experiencing confusion as well. And for some of you, this could relate to perhaps a partner, perhaps a partner in romance, or maybe a business partner. For some of you, it may or may not. And we need to let go. We need to let go of not being who you are. That is what you got to really tune into, being who you are. And that is what you're being called forth. That's what you got to do, the solitude and have faith. Called forth that new path, but that path is going to call you on being who you are. Because right now we are in confusion, and we really need to be turning this card right side up. And we need to be seeing what our desires are, what our dreams are, and choosing our dreams and going in that direction. Because with us being in that confusion and not following our dreams, that is what's leading to this. The relative reality of all our fears and pains, we're experiencing them, and the ultimate defeat. And these two are not fun, and my condolences for any of you experiencing this at the moment. Good news is this is coming to an end. And condolences too for your world being upside down with all of this. This is the tarot. The tarot reads the energies of what you can do to change things. Flip this upright, and this flips this upright. This will bring everything right with your world by being who you are. You've got to remember Source is who you really are, and Source wanted to experience certain experiences through you, and that's why you have heartfelt desires and dreams, and that's what you're supposed to be following. And that is where your world is upright, and you are always got the universal support to do that. And when you don't follow that, that's what messes you up. So yeah, we definitely do want to tune into that. Now, some of you are already doing this, and you're on a good path. Some of you are making a decision, and you're not exactly sure which way you need to go. So again, this combines because that's being followed by this confusion card. Listen to your heart when you make this decision. Someone is offering an offering to you from the heart. They are true, and you're going to have to trust this. So again, this is where that solitude is going to come in, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your guides and angels, to tune in, to find out who this is, what this offer is, and it's true, and how it works for you. And some of you might have a decision to make regarding this, and some of you may be having a decision regarding the mess that we're in. You're being assured with this one here, because they came back to back. Someone's making an offer to you that's true of the heart, and you can navigate through any challenges you have with ease. So like, let's say you're on your path, and you are on your right path. We will meet challenges in life. This is what 3D Earth is about. It's not just a piece of cake. The Source already experiences that as its Source self. it's playing a game with us in 3D reality. So you can navigate, and this is assurance, you will navigate through your challenges with ease. Just stay connected. That's what that solitude's about. Staying connected. Stay connected with your higher self. Stay connected with your guides for help with that. Some of you might be looking at a residential move also, and this is looking positive. So are you on the right path with this residential move? If that is your question for you, this is looking like, yes, that is. Because this is upright. If it was not upright, being it's following this card, I'd say no. But since it is upright, I don't think it's pertaining to this. And with this being preceded with this one too, somebody might be making an offer. Maybe you have a job offer in a new location, and it's a genuine offer, and that's what's requiring you to make the residential move. And they're saying, yes, this is a genuine offer for you. Make this move. It is good for you. So if that answers your particular scenario. So tune into what is relative for your relative story here. Okay, so let's clarify for you now. And again, I'm going to pull up the entire row for you, and then I'll start reading them. And while I'm shuffling, I'd like to give a shout out to my subscribers and all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I love you all. I really do appreciate your likes, and I love your comments. Thank you so much for your comments. I love to see how the readings are connecting with you, because I read in the dark here, so I'd love to see those connections. I really appreciate that. And then your engagement with me, with your likes and your comments and your subscribes and your bell notifications, all of that helps me in the YouTube world over here with my algorithm, helps me grow and expand and reach more people. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you for all my new subscribers. There's many of you. I really appreciate you joining me here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. Okay, see if we can get it to clarify here. Okay, we don't want to clarify. Now, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so those of you that are not being who you are, you're not being your guidance, heeding your spiritual calling, which is following your desires of your heart, cut it out, let it go. They are really telling you you got to let go. That's definitely what we need to let go of, because that is not working for you. Those of you that are getting that true offer from the heart, whatever this offer is also a new journey for you, one of your passionate heart's desires, and it is looking successful. So I told you, for some of you, that definitely might lead to an actual residential move, and that is good. Now, interestingly enough, with that one, you got the Devil card here, which for me on this one, it kind of represents feeling trapped. And it's reversed like this, it's like to the point of aggression. This, I think, is not going to pertain to the residential move. This is going to pertain for those of you about navigating through your challenges with ease. And that's for those of you that don't feel like you're going to navigate those challenges with ease, because this card was followed by you're living in you're living your fears, you're living your pains, everything you don't like, your contrasts. And I think that's what you're feeling, trapped in that. And perhaps a residential move can alleviate from you, or moving out of that situation, whatever's got you entangled. And this one is being clarified too with the Queen of Pentacles, but now she is upright. So this is about what you're experiencing here, this tells me this is going to lead to you getting your act together. But it is going to require you taking this Star card and flipping it upright and being who you are. Which, interestingly, very, very interestingly, because this is calling for is followed by being completely the ultimate defeat, which is clarified by the Star card being upright. So, again, whatever this situation is, it's mean and nasty and it's horrible and it sucks. But this is what's leading you to getting your act together, because the Queen, she's got her act together, her business, her money, everything. And she's a wise one. You're gaining some wisdom with this experience too, probably life experience. And then this ultimate defeat, it's coming to an end, is also teaching you to be who you are, to follow your heart and do that which is in alignment with you, and stop following perhaps societal conditioning or whatever preparation, egoic survival paths that are not working. Because are you on the right path? Anytime you're on an egoic survival path, no, you're not. And if any of you are experiencing this right now, you're like, oh my God, I cannot possibly be on the right path. Yes, your path that you've been on that isn't right for you anymore is coming to an end, but that is what's bringing you on your right path. So you really do need to go within and get some solitude and connect with your higher self. And remember, it came to me twice to find out what those steps are to take, your next steps. You definitely need to be looking into that, what your next steps are. And let go of any fears that you have that you can't make this, and let go of any focus that you have on any lack or negativity, because like in this mess right here, it's messy, it's nasty, and you're suffering, and it's pure lack, not having your desires, and it looks like crap. And if we just stay focused on that, you're going to perpetuate that experience. So you've got to get your focus off that, reverse this up, go right back here, exactly where we have here, the temperance. We've got to have faith, because the universe has got your back. You see this kitty cat? She's walking on in the middle of water. The waves are crashing over to overwhelm her, but she's got sure footing right in the middle of that water. This also represents Sagittarius, my bad. And this represents Capricorn when I'm catching it. So yeah, that's what you got to let go of, is this focus on that negative. And trust now that these are coming to an end and they're going to lead you to your positive. And go back into that solitude and tune into your highest self of what those steps are. It's time to heed your intuition with that one, definitely. And then your world is not, your world is upside down because of all of this past stuff, or the stuff that's coming to an end for you now, and the negativity. Got to go back to your spirituality, and that's what's going to help you reverse this back up, because you're being called here by the Hierophant. Going back to your spirituality, listening to your guides, having the faith, because the universe has got your back. And this too, this card called you for it as well. Okay, so now, some of you might be having some kind of issue or problematic, or maybe a situation with a partner. Maybe it's a business partner or romantic partner. And this, whatever this issue is, you do not have universal support with whatever this is. Now you're going to know how this is fitting you. Are you on the right path? Maybe you're contemplating a breakup. I'm going to give you several scenarios. The universe is saying, maybe you're contemplating, we can stay together and stay in harmony. And this is going, no, this means disharmony. It's not going to work. So you're going to have to listen. It could be one way or the other. It could be the same thing about a business partner. We just have an issue we need to solve. No, we're just going to break this whole business up. No. Or maybe, okay, it's just an issue to solve. So tune into how this is fitting you and what your question is. Because what you're feeling, I think, right now, from the mind egoic perception, your universe is not supporting your thoughts of where you want to go in that path. What you really do need to do is go in and take some deep breathing, go into that solitude, and listen to that intuition and find out what your higher self is suggesting. Get out of the egoic blame game, angry, frustrated, riff, let me react from this pain, and find out what's really going in and tune in, because your higher self knows what's best for you, where your ego will just get all involved in that moment of pain. So you definitely want to do that. So we were experiencing confusion. Yeah, King of Swords. we need to turn this upright and be choosing your dreams. And you're not doing that. You're not making a plan and making intentions and following through. Or some of you, somebody else is making plans for your life and saying you need to do this and you need to do that. And for some of you, it very well could be this partner, whether it be business partner or whether it be a romantic partner. And that's not working, and you've got to cut that out, and you've got to let that go. And that's where saying the universe is not supporting you. If somebody else is definitely making choices for you and decisions, that's not right for you. You got to be choosing your own dreams. So you've got to make your own choices there. So that's what will work for you. And I drew up the card. We won't be going back for that one because I'm not going to do that. All right, so now of us making a decision. So yeah, we've got a high priestess. So when you make this decision, the high priestess is coming in reverse here. Going back to this, we've really got to tune into our intuition. That is essential and very important. And also going back to those of you experiencing all of this, there's a lot of pain here. And when you make this decision, that's also going back over here. You've got to heal that pain. So for those of you with that card here, and I told you the universe was not supporting your egoic feelings of a decision that you're trying to make, that's going back to that too. You got to get out of the ego. You got to heal those pains that the ego is feeling and make a better, wise decision from the perspective of your higher self. That is definitely very important, because what you're being shown here, Seven of Swords, you're going to betray yourself and you're deceiving yourself if you listen to your ego. You're going to definitely need to tune in, and that is definitely where your theme card is coming in with the solitude. You've got to go in and tune in and connect with your higher self and guides. And if you're in a lot of pain, call on your angel to help soothe those pains. Call on your guides for healing, and the angels for definitely healing to help you be able to open up and hear your higher self and be who you truly are. That's really important. So let's wrap you up real quick, guys, with an angels and ancestral oracle. Okay. Mountain, stand your ground. So for some of you, with what you're going through, with this icky stuff here, I told you that is going to lead you to getting your act together. That is going to lead you to being who you are. And that's what's going to lead you to your success. You've got to stand your ground. And if you're getting pressured, this one is really going to be going back here too. If you're getting pressured by someone that is trying to create your life for you, like here too, you're going to have to stand your ground and be who you are. Also, with your own ego, with the betrayal here, with your own ego, you have got to stand your ground, because your ego loves to run you and it loves to use fear. And that's what's running the fear. That's what's running the ego, is fear. And so the ego is scared of its mind then and tries to protect you, all of itself. And you are an avatar. You're actually the avatar for source. But you have an egoic personality that allows you to perceive this game of life as an actor in it and really feel like you're in it. So then your ego becomes identified with your avatar, and then you start thinking you are your body, your mind, your ego, your avatar. That's what's happening here. And you're betraying yourself in this, letting it run you. Because when the ego gets fearful, then it wants to protect itself from annihilation. It wants to protect you. And that's when you don't do your dreams. And then that's when everything goes kaput and doesn't work. You've got to really listen to your higher self and be who you are. And go for your dreams. Keep in mind, now for those of you on that bad path, all of this is really showing whether you're already on this path and it's going well. Those of you that are even here, this was clarified that it's taking you to your better path. Hold your ground. Don't give up. Do not let your ego pull you down out of fear and knock you off, because success is waiting you. And the success is all yours. Take that moment of solitude, go within, connect with your higher self, connect with your angels, connect with your guides, so that you can be strong, be that mountain. No matter what happens, whatever weather comes, the mountain doesn't move. Don't let that ego move you with that fear. Move into your higher self. It's very important, guys. You can do this. Not too bad already. You got some work to do, but connection, and this tarot reading is showing you you can attain your preference. You got this. I believe in you. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose Spirit Cat number 2 for your theme card for this week's reading, Are You on the Right Path? Which is timeless. So for you, for your theme card, you got Illumination. Meet Glow. She shines her warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you as you journey into the depths of your heart and soul. Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest, twisted forest into a golden cove of love. Okay. I'm going to pull a few tarot to expand upon your theme card before pulling a full row. And keep in mind as I do this is a general reading, so I have this tuned to many of you as each person tunes into their unique card. And so tune into the variances that I give you for what is relative and aligned for your relative story. My first impressions with her, as some of you might be trying to make some decisions, are you on the right path? And some of your past fears, pains, what have you, might be trying to hold you back a little bit. And it's scary. Maybe you're looking at a path to take, but it looks very scary because of those past pains. Ego loves to, I burnt my hand on the stove one time, so I never want to cook again. And you're being called to cook, but you're scared to death to burn your hand. So you got to heal that experience where you burnt your hand and reassure your ego, validate it. Yes, you got burnt. Yes, it hurt. You're right. I love you and support you, but this time we're going to go in with the intention to cook and not touch the hot stove. We're going to go in with a bit more wisdom and experience, so to speak. And again, you always ask guidance from your higher self and angels to help you do things more wisely too. That helps. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can get one more for you. There we go. Got 2 more, and that's completely fine. Yes, okay. So yes, some of you are dealing with that fear, and we're working with the ego. And the ego is not going for that which is ideal for itself because of those fears. So we want to heal those fears and let Glow help you as you go into those places to heal those dark, scary places. So even sometimes it is moving towards that which scares the hell out of us, but we're feeling such a calling, that's your higher self calling you towards it. Because it's not going for what's ideal for us, is there an ego, and it keeps you on an egoic path, and things don't flow, and things become very problematic. When you heed the call of your heart, which is the source within you, and your higher self is always taking you down that path, that's where your thriving is, things become easier and things flow. But not doing that, healing your ego, is making you feel out of balance. Now, when we can get in alignment with ourselves, and or maybe others, we can team up together and make a goal and attain a goal of success, which is going to lead you to victory and celebration and success, where others are celebrating with you and recognizing you in your victory. So you have success awaiting you. You just have to put the light on the dark. Success is awaiting you. Don't let those fears hold you back. It's a lot about fears. The fears are the darkness, and once you cast the light on it, the real thing to fear here, seriously, it's an old cliche, but truthfully, that is what's coming to me. The thing to fear here is the fear itself, because the fear is actually the power that's inhibiting you and impeding you. Your only impediment here is your fear. Not trying to be cliche, but that is really the truth. Okay, so I'm going to pull you up an entire row of tarot, and then I'm going to start reading for you, and then I will clarify as well. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You're going to be talking to egos here. This reading is, oh yes. All right, let's see if we can get one more. Okay, guys, yeah. All right, guys. All right, I am 100,000% talking to your ego. The entire row. Every single card, except for one, is reversed. But it's not a great one. All right, guys, so yes. First thing I want to pull out here, we are not healing our higher self, and that is why we're not going for that, which is ideal. Our ego is scared to death. It's been burnt in the past by something, and you're being called on a new path, and it's like, no, I'm scared of my mind. Definitely being called on a new path. And you're not going to be successful with this new path because you're not going to go down it, or you're going to go down a wrong new path, or you're going to oppose that path. And it's just going to lead to disaster. Like I said, when we follow ego and its survival techniques, that's what brings in the problems. You are not following your destiny line. Now, when I talk about destiny line, a fate line, what is your destiny fate line? Is there such a thing as destiny and fate? This is what I believe destiny and fate is. Destiny is. Source is you. We're all source. Source lives as you, lives as me, and is experiencing itself in many various ways. So it wants to experience itself uniquely in each person. So it puts desires in you. Okay, I'm a cat lover, so Source wants to experience loving cats through me. Okay, some other people might be a dog lover. I mean, I love dogs too, but some people, like, cats are my preference. So some other people might be dogs are their preference, and that's perfectly fine. So Source wants to experience itself loving dogs through that person. So follow your desires. For me to get a dog is an impediment to me because taking care of them and what I can do for them seems like more challenging to me, more work. I don't want to take a dog out every night. I don't want to have to get a bath. One of the biggest things I love about cats is they're more self-reliant and I have to do less work. So other people like taking care and nurturing more, and they might be the dog lover and they love doing all of that. So I need to listen to my heart's desires. They need to listen to their heart's desires, because if we do the other, the cross, we're going to feel things a little bit more problematic. So your fate line, your call is to hear your heart. What is calling you? And this innate talents too. And maybe you have an innate gift from music, and the music comes easy to you and you can play by ear. And you love music. Go in that direction. Oh no, my ego wants to survive and become accounting for a living. And I'm doing this every day, and I don't have time for music because I'm making all this money, and I'm bored, and I hate my job. But hey, I'm making money, I got a roof over my head, and feeding my family. And your life doesn't feel good. It's problematic, and it doesn't feel good. That is you thwarting your fate. Your fate and destiny line is living your desires, and you thwart it, and you can absolutely go off your destiny fate path. You had the freedom to do so. That's called free will. But when you do, life is great. So keep in mind, Source is living with you. You have your higher self. Your higher self knows the plan of Source through you, and is always trying to get you down your path to guide you to your joy. Illumination, lighting up your path that works for you. That's what you got to go to. And we're not hitting our higher self, and we're going off our path, and that's not getting us anywhere except for being trapped. The only card we have here, upright. And being trapped here, we don't like that. That's not fun. And we are being called to a new path here, and we are being called to a new path here, but we're not ready for it because we have preparation to make. And that preparation is we have got to go in those dark woods and clean away these fears that are impeding you from following your desires. And the universe, you are definitely not wanting to do that. You do not want to go for that, which is ideal for you. You want to listen to your ego, and the universe is saying, we're not supporting you on that, because the universe is Source. Source wants to support you thriving. They do not want to support you in that way. And by us doing this, not going on a fate line, thwarting it at all, this says no success. This says no success going through our journey here, being trapped. And then what do we experience? We experience what we hate in life. We experience our horrible contrasts, our fears and pains multiplied. And we're choosing that for ourselves because of fear itself. Don't let that fear get you. Go within. You really need to go within here and coddle that ego and give yourself some nurturing mother love. This is what I teach in my practice of loving yourself. See your ego as a toddler, because it is a toddler and it never grows up. Let it tell you all the pains and fears. Okay, we're going to go cook on that hot stove. Okay, oh my God, no, I can't cook on that hot stove. The last time we went there, I burnt my hand. Listen to your ego and validate it. Yep, you're right, and it sucked and it hurt. Whatever your experience could be, it could have been romance, it could have been work, whatever it was, you got hurt and it sucked. Validate those pains. They are legit and they are valid. Hug it, comfort it, love it. But then you got to reassure it. You don't have to repeat the pains by doing something similar again. You got to go through those dark woods and face those fears and pains. You can come out victorious. You're being told that you can come out victorious. This one is calling you to align with yourself, getting you to align your ego with your higher self, and then you can celebrate in victory. That is really calling you for that. But you've really got to work on that ego to do that. Give it that nurturing mother love, hug and comfort. Your ego is fearing annihilation too. If you let go of its past and what it experienced in its past, then it's fearing annihilation, that I cease to exist because I've been known as this person that is hurting this way, with this pain, with this experience. Reassure your ego, you're not going to cease to exist. You're going to exist in a better way where you and your ego can enjoy your life more in that better way. Reassure of that. That's what you really need to do. This will help you tremendously. Okay, so I'm going to clarify for you now. And again, I'm going to pull up the entire Bible and then start reading for you. And I would like to take a moment and give a shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you. I love you all so much. I really appreciate your subscribes and I appreciate your likes and your comments. Thank you so much. I really enjoy your comments. I love to see how the readings are connecting with you or aligning with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I love your likes and subscribes and your bell notifications, because with your engagement, that helps me out here in the YouTube algorithm. It helps me grow and expand where I can reach and help other people. I really do appreciate that. I enjoy helping. That's what I'm here for, to help everybody. Woo! Okay, I think we're going to clarify pretty fast here. Let's see if we got everything. Okay. Let's do this one this way. Give us more space. Oh, I love it when they do this because I don't shuffle forever. My first reading, I was shuffling forever. Okay, yeah, they got a lot to say on one. Okay. All right, yes. So, loving and mothering that ego. That is one call. Some of you might be feeling oppressed by a mother and maybe also being oppressed by a father figure. That is possible. Could be biological, could not be biological. So tune into that. And then you got some healing to do with that and tuning in with your higher self to get some help with that. That is for some of you. Some of you are failing to make a map out and a plan for intentions and desires that your higher self would call you to do, and because we're not going for that, which is ideal for us because we're scared, because of the ego, and that's definitely not going to lead you to that can definitely lead you to failures we described, and that's where you got to go in and nurture and love and get that ego, that nurturing, and flip this upright and make your plans, make your intentions, use that law of attraction, visualize your life, visualizing you having your life the way you want it, meditate on it daily, see it the way you want it, because that's how you create it. How you see is how you create. It's quantum physics. Yes, not hitting our higher selves, definitely. And we are staying focused on the negatives in our life, the things we don't like, the things, the darkness that we've experienced, and that we're running from it, is we're keeping our eyes on that, and that is not good, and you're being called to stop that. The universe has got your back and supports you for all these new journeys, but you got to flip them upright. You've got to get back on your destiny fate line path. You've got to connect with your higher self. You definitely got to flip this over. Heed your higher self and go towards your desires. That is what's being called for. This also represents Sagittarius, if this is relevant to you, whether it be you, maybe some of whom you're engaged in your situation. Yes, this path is not looking successful because you're not following the path's passionate desires. Your path is being delayed here. If you can flip this up and listen to your higher self, which is following that, are you on the right path? The right path is get off of not following the path that's not ideal for you, not listening to your ego, not listening to your higher self. Listen to your higher self. Then this comes upright. It's a path of your passion. You're just beginning it, and it will lead to success. And then, as this is being clarified, you will have your act all together. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here, and she has her act together, her family, her business, everything, and she's a wise one, and you will gain such wisdom as well. So yes, you can get it together, and you're being shown how. So let the tarot, don't let this doom and gloom scare you. Oh crap, I hate this reading. It's showing you what to do to change the energies in your life to where you can arrive to this, exactly this. Yes, because Being off of your path and your fate line destiny is what is making you feel trapped. And we have the trapped card already here. And this is Capricorn, by the way. I didn't catch that. That's relative to you in any form of way. And this is a Capricorn also, but it's reversed. And again, this one is all about feeling trapped, and this is being trapped to the point you're angry, you're frustrated, you're tired of this. So we definitely need to flip this right and get that situated out. Okay, interesting enough. All right, so new journey again, but we're not prepared. We got some preparation to do. We had this here starting a new journey, but it's being delayed. It's not going to be successful yet, but it's being clarified. It can be successful. You just got to get back in alignment with your higher self, which I call here. You got to get in alignment. This one is being clarified by the same thing. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, same thing. And it will be successful once you get that preparation. So the preparation is flipping this upright and flipping this upright. Hearing your higher self and following your desires. That is what's going to help you and assist you there. And then the universe is not supporting you on the choosing that which is not ideal for you. Choosing which is your egoic fears. Trying to keep you safe in survival mode. Okay, so you're being called now with the Queen of Swords. Get out of that perspective of your ego. Get out of those fears. Join Glow here in the illumination and get into a higher perspective and see things from the bigger picture. We want to see things from a spiritual point of view. Okay, I've gone through some hardships. Those hardships show you preferences. When you have the contrast, I didn't like that. So that shows me, well, I do like this. I would prefer this. And you can have it. But you need to see that from a higher perspective. So you're definitely being invited to go into that perspective. Slip out of your avatar a little bit. Your avatar and your ego are all trenched into the story. You want to get out of that story for a minute. So, you sit in your seat, feel it. Okay, I'm sitting in my seat here. I can feel my legs sitting in the seat. Then see yourself. My avatar is sitting in the seat. My avatar is having this feeling of frustration. My avatar is feeling trapped. My avatar is feeling upset. My avatar is feeling out of bounds. Your avatar has experienced that. Now there is a part of you that is observing what your avatar is doing. Now you're getting more into your higher self perspective. You're separating yourself out of the egoic perspective and getting into your higher self perspective. And that can really help you practice that. I recommend Eckhart Tolle and Benito Massaro on those. They're really good. Okay, now feeling trapped. Now some of you might be in some kind of partnership that is causing you to feel trapped. Could be a romantic partnership or a business partnership. Don't know what's going on, but something needs to be resolved there. It could simply be an issue and just got to resolve the issue. Or it could possibly be the relationship itself if it's toxic. I don't know how bad it is. So you have to look at where you are on your path there. So something's going on there. And this is some of the pains. Now, this also, I'm really getting this clearly. For some of you, this is a past thing that happened in the past for you. And you are being offered that new opportunity of a partner, whether it be your business, a new business opportunity coming into you, or a new romantic partner. But your ego is like, oh, hell no. It turned out horrible in my dark forest before. I am not going there. That's going to hurt like hell. And that is some of the things you need to heal, because that is, you're being offered to cook. Your higher says, hey, I want to indulge in this delicious meal. But your ego's, oh, hell no, because I am not putting my hand on that hot stove again. I don't want to get burnt. So you need to look at that. That could be some of what you need to heal. So for some of you, you're getting a little bit of a detail of exactly what needs to be healed. Okay, so again, being called on a path, but this is a fool's journey in reverse, which is going to lead to failure if we don't get ourselves back on our path of heeding our higher selves and listening to it. So we got a father figure clarifying this with the King of Cups. So I don't know if you have a father figure that can assist you with this. It does not necessarily mean biological, something that you see as a father figure. Or maybe tuning into a loving father nurturing characteristic within yourself. Because you like mothering yourself is also be helpful. This one's a positive person, a positive, maybe this is a role that you're wanting to play, or a positive person in your life. So tune into how this is fitting you. I am totally reading in the dark, so it's difficult for me to figure this out. But you know who you are, you know what your situation is, and you know how it fits you. Okay, so yes, experiencing all of this lovely fears and pains, and we're experiencing fully in a relative reality. We've got the Eight of Swords. Yep, so that's indicating too, we're feeling very trapped here and we're resisting getting the help to get us out. Now, what kind of help to get you out of this? The spiritual help is exactly what's get you out of this, and you're resisting it. Stop resisting it. Tuning in. And we see that here too, because we're not heeding our higher self. We got this upside down. We really do need to heed that. So we are resisting that. We need to cut that out because that's perpetuating this. So cut that out. Stop resisting that help. Tune in. Ask your higher self. Okay, I'm in a mess. I hate it. I don't like it. How do I get back on my path? Okay, I hear you. You're calling on my heart's desire. But oh my God, I am so scared because I've been hurt before. Just be honest with your higher self. Be honest with your angels. They will help you. They are here to help you. They're glad to help you. And when you ask for help, it's easier for them to help you because you're opening up and they're more willing to receive. Because let me tell you, they're just constantly, your higher self is like this, here, take this. Your angel's like, here, take this. And your ego's going, oh no, I didn't want that. I'm scared. I don't like that. And you can't receive anything they give you as long as your ego's running the show and not receiving it. That's the only thing that impedes you, and the fear is causing it. We got the Justice card coming up here, guys. So I don't know if any of you are Libra or if this is a relative with a Libra. So tune into that to see how that fits you. Some of you might be resolving some karma here with some relationships as well, too. So that could be playing a role, and it can be positive. If any of you are experiencing any legal issues by situation or whatever your situation is, that is looking positive for you as well. And then these are just some extra cards that they're clarifying because we've clarified each particular card. So these are being thrown in there. And then we have got the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got some family support moving towards you. So we did have that father figure. So sure enough, you might have that family support coming in with a father figure, whether they be biological or not, or people that are aligned with you or care for you and love you for who you are, because we also see this alignment here as well too. So you might can turn to them for help. And then we've got the Strength card, and it's in reverse. You have more strength than you know, and you're being called to be strong and have faith in this because the universe has got your back. All you got to do is turn this around, heed your higher self, move towards your desires and your fate line, and you will experience your victory and success. So you just got to go through those dark woods and shine the light on that fear. The worst thing you have here to fear, seriously, as cliche as it is the fear itself. And this also represents Leo, if this is relative to any of you, be it yourself or maybe with whom you engage in your situation. So let's wrap you up real quick here, guys, with an angels and ancestral oracle. Okay, I got a couple. Oh, you got three, actually. Okay. Okay, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, and she is in reverse. So we need to pay extra special attention. And see, we got the Empress here, and see the Mother. We've got her in reverse too, so we got to go in that inner knowing and get that nurturing and validation. And that's going back to the intuition. Deep down, this is telling me, you know, you're listening to your ego. You know, you're not listening to your higher self. Deep down, you know this. Heed that knowledge. Heed that inner knowing that's knocking at you. Hey, you know you're off your fate line. You know you're not happy. You know you're feeling trapped and it feels like crap. You know this. And you know exactly what you need to do to turn things around, but it's just scary as fuck. Heed her. Listen to her. Listen to that knowledge. I've been there, guys. It sucks. Been there and know what I needed to do. It's a dark future. I could not understand how. Could not see how I could survive. But I came through. And I had to face it. And I had to do the scariest thing in the world. And it shook my world upside down. But I landed right side up. And it's good now. Okay, you also got the Shaman, trust in higher forces. So yeah, and that one's reversed. So we pay extra attention to that one too. And that goes back to this, the Eight of Swords. You're feeling trapped and you have the spiritual help, but you're resisting it. Stop it. And same thing here. We're not heeding our higher self. We're not heeding our intuition. We're not trusting the higher forces. Definitely need to do that. And with the shamanic, you can go on a shamanic journey, go within and get meditation. Maybe you can get a shaman to guide you, to get you back on your path and knowing some things. For some of you, I actually am getting, I don't usually get this with this card. I rarely get this with this card, but for some of you, I'm actually hearing you do need a soul retrieval. Because some of you have really been injured deeply, and that's what's making this difficult, and that's really impeding you. So some of you do need to get a hold of a shaman and do that. For some of you, I am hearing about that. So yeah, you got to trust in the higher forces. Definitely do that. That's coming in. And then your other one is the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Yes, we had that here too. We've got to make our plans and intentions and focus. What do we want? We need to tune into our higher self. What do we really want? What's going to make us thrive, not what our ego thinks it wants to assuage its fears. So we do need to make plans and focus. This 2 is reverse, showing extra emphasis on this. Now your ego is wanting to fight also, and it wants to fight alone. You need to get help. Stop resisting that help, because your spirituality is here offering you help. Stop doing that. There's people here that are in alignment with you that can help you. You got to get in alignment with your own spiritual team too that can help you. That's what's going to lead you to victory and success. Because these shield maidens too, when things are pressing upon them, if some of you are really in a dire situation and you're dealing with oppressive people, they line up together with their shields and become a block. So some of you need to get help from others as well. It's definitely your spiritual help as well. So tune in to how this fits you. Again, soul retrieval. That's coming up. That's coming up again. That's really sticking out. Some of you need this. So hear me. You know who you are. Some of you need this. You know how bad you've been hurt. If you're hurting really bad, you've been through a really hard, deep trauma, and it is really hard to heal. You're needing that. That's going to help you. Okay, guys. So we're in a bit of a mess. Keep your eye on the ball. You can have victory and success. It's right here. Just tune into that higher self and heed it and follow its direction. Get back on your heart fate line path. What is your heart calling you to do? Heed that intuition. You know what it is, and move in that direction. And you can get your act together and be successful. You will. I believe in you. You got this. Okay, guys? Until next time. Much love and much light. Okay, welcome if you chose Spirit Cat 3 for this week's pickup card reading, which is timeless. Are you on the right path? So for your theme card for this week's reading is Freedom. Meet Lucy. She is awake even in her dreams. One of her favorite things to do is to fly in a lucid dream. It is the most natural, free, and expansive feeling. You can go to outer space, imaginary lands, deep under the sea, to the top of Mount Everest, even through the earth itself, propelled simply by the power of your mind and your will. This little kitty is calling you to embrace that unbound freedom of flight and dreams. What is your wildest dream? Your craziest, most heart-expanding, joy-filled Plan A. If you were completely free, what would you do? Oh, how fitting for your question. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few tarot to expand on your theme card, and after that, then I will pull a row of tarot. So keep in mind here that this is a general reading, so I have this tuned to many of you and your unique relative realities as you tune into these particular cards. So the first thing I'm doing for you, for Are You on the Right Path, is tune into that joy. If it's joy-filled, it's a screaming yes. So tune into that. Yeah, definitely want to tune into that joy. Some of you with a lucid dreaming are looking at the spiritual path. Keep going down it. It's exciting, it's fun, keep going. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, this week is looking really good. All right, so yeah. You're looking at a new path, and you made your preparations. And this new path is looking successful for you to go down it. This one, I told you, some of you, this is your spirited. You're spiritual, you're looking at spiritual gifts. So some of you, this path may involve you being a master of something and teaching others. Even if you're in the process of still learning, but you're passing down your knowledge to others. And it could be, or your gift to others in your field with this card showing up. So that was good. Or for some of you, it could be a life lesson in really getting teaching others. More than anything, teaching others. I'm really getting this, teaching others your knowledge or gifts. And you're definitely following your fate line, destiny flow. Now, when I talk about fate line, what is that? Can you thwart it? Yes. Destiny fate line flows, sources you, puts desires through your unique perspective and avatar, wants to experience those desires through your unique avatar. It comes in your desires, your unique traits, the things you like most, and that's your flowing path, your thriving path. And when you follow it, life comes easy, resources show up, the right people show up, and things flow for you. Can you thwart your fate line of destiny? You definitely can. You have free will. And when you do that, what does that look like? Problematic. Things get rough, they get tough, and you're living in contrast and you're not liking things. Let's stay on this path. You're doing really good here, so stay on this. This is looking really good, guys. You're on the right path. Awesome. Excited to see that. Okay. Lily. Did you hear Hillary now and then? All right, so I'm going to pull up your whole roll for you, and then I will start reading. Okay, got a few right there. Okay, that was pretty quick. I love it when it's quick. Okay, some of you have been experiencing your contrasts, your fears, your pains, and it has led to an ultimate defeat. But you're coming off of that with your theme. And this definitely represents it's coming to an end. So you've played the game of thwarting your destiny, and you found the results and you didn't like it. So you've learned to flip things around and listen to your higher self. Good for you. And that's the spiritual gifts that I was saying that's coming in. Sometimes that spirituality will tune you in and get you straight too. Good for you. Sandwiched between this one is beginning a new journey, but we have some grief. So for some of you, you just come off of this, you're starting a new journey. That new path that you, based on your theme cards, it's a new path for you. Is it the right path for you? Yes, definitely. You're embarking this path, but you have some grief between these two cards that you do need to heal. So take some time and prepare for that. Give yourself some loving, nurturing, healing here on that, because you do need that. Definitely need that. And make sure you just keep listening to your intuition and following to keep staying on the path that's right for you and the journey. You've done your homework. It could be even that you have been doing some healing because you're prepared for this new path. This could definitely still represent a life lesson for some of you, but I do see a lot of you have been through this to do this. You go through hell and back, and you learn the hell to get out of hell, and that's what you come to help others do. It's what I do. It's what I do. I've been in hell. It sucks. I learned some pathways out, and that's what I try to do. Share with other people to show them some pathways to how to hell. That's a great book title. How the hell to get out of hell. It's a great book title. Okay, so some of you, this may represent you. Maybe you're a loving, caring, nurturing father type, or masculine energy type that's loving and caring and nurturing. Or some of you might have a very loving father that can assist you on your path. And they might be guiding you on your fate line path and can help you with this. Or maybe, never gotten this one for this one, but I'm getting for a wizard. Someone that is enlightened on this pathway too. Maybe you're becoming that wizard to others to apprentice them, or maybe you can tune to and learn a little bit more, because you can also learn a little bit more with this card to help others. Those of you that are been on this mess right here, you're feeling a little out of balance. Starting a new path in itself can feel out of balance. Why? Because it's not familiar. Your ego's going in unfamiliar territory, and that's another reason why you're asking this question, because based on your theme card, you're on the right path. But you're asking this question because you're feeling a little wobbly, and that's because it doesn't feel familiar with your ego. So to help you calm your ego's fears of change and dislike of familiarity, keep meditating on what you want to see for your path that is in alignment with your higher self, that get your heart feeling joy, and see yourself in that meditation living and doing exactly what it is you want to do, and do it daily, then through the meditation, your ego will become familiar with it, because the mind is a tool. It interprets our 3D relative reality, or our dreams at night, which seem the same. And she talked about lucid dreaming. That's another reminder. We are lucid dreaming in this 3D relative reality, and you're awake and conscious in this 3D reality. Or even in your meditation, it's going to seem real to it. So that's a preparation to go into that meditation and lucid dream, seeing you living your life the way you want it. And that can help bring you in balance. Don't let your ego deceive you. Do not let your ego deceive you by letting any fears knock at the door a little bit, or because it's change and it's not familiar, it doesn't want to go down that path. Keep the faith. The universe is absolutely supporting you on the new path you're taking. Definitely your hell yeses here. Big yeses. You've got universal support. Definitely. You're doing really well. And this represents Sagittarius, if this is relative to any of you, perhaps yourself or maybe someone with whom you're engaged in your situation. Okay, so let's pull you up a row of cards now to clarify for you. Ooh, good reading, guys. I'm enjoying this reading. Now, I would like to take this time as I shuffle and give a shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome. I love you all so very much. Thank you. I love having you here. And I'd like to say thank you for your likes, and thank you so much for your comments. I love your comments. I love to see how you're connecting with the videos. That is always fun, because I'm always reading over here in the dark. So when I see those connections, it's like, oh, that's cool. I love to see that. And thank you for your likes and comments and your bell notifications and subscribes. All of that's engagement with my channel, and that really helps me over here in the YouTube land's algorithm to help me grow and expand my channels to reach more, to help them, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve and help and reach as many people as I possibly can. So thank you for helping me help others. Thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. If you by chance need a personal reading, I do offer those, and you'll find those in the description link below. Okay. Almost there. Let's see if we can get you one more. Okay. There you go. All right. So yes, that ultimate defeat. It's the death of the ultimate defeat. You're letting go, letting this go. It's coming to an end. Let your focus on it into let that go. This also represents Scorpio, if that is relative to any of you in any fashion or form. So yeah, let that ultimate defeat go. Let that contrast. Be grateful that it is showing you what your preference is, and you're going for your fate line destiny now. So that's a way to change that energy, because the ego's going to want to look at it, and then that negative energy is what can kind of hold you down and hold you back. If you can change that frequency to a higher frequency by appreciating what this contrast has offered you, the opportunity to go into your desires. What you've gone through is to show others what to do. Remember that. Okay, so yes. Okay, so this one is you're starting the new journey, and it's of the heart, but we have a little bit of grief to heal, and they're definitely showing you again. They're affirming this, starting the journey with the Knave of Pentacles, and you've got it here with the Fire Kitten too. You're getting all of these new journeys, and they will be successful. This is leading to your abundance and success and your Pentacles. So yes, this is going to be successful, this new journey. So this is ending, and these new energies are starting, and they're leading you to success. Just work with a little bit of grief that might be still hanging on, and that grief is what you're going to want to let go of. Okay, so yeah, and then experiencing these nightmares and pains and fears in our life. Okay, so the Two of Swords is here, so that's a hard choice. So you're looking at a choice. This is like the hard place in a rock. You know, you've got a choice right now, and you might be in a situation that change. Remember I was talking to you about the change. You don't like what's going on. So you can choose to stay with things as they are, but you don't like it. Or you can make a change. But when you make a change, you don't like the consequences of that change. Either they're scary. And I've been there, I know. And that's the change that you very well have to embrace and go for, because that's what's going to get you out of being where you don't like. Right now, you don't like either one. A, stay, B, go. Or make the change, is what I mean by that. But eventually that change is going to lead to consequences down the road that's going to offer you more choices that are better, that are going to bring you the consequences you like. Whereas if you just stay with the way things are and you don't like it, you're stuck with you don't like it. So again, use that meditation, see, because that will help your ego calm down with that. Okay, so here, 9 of Cups. All right, yeah, by not listening to our intuition, this is what's going to impede our dreams. So your theme cards are all about your dreams. You're on your fate line destiny. Everything is successful. Everything is looking really good there. It definitely is. Everything's good. This is about your freedom and you coming into the spiritual powers and you following your joy and living your joy. This is what it's all about. But you got to heed that intuition again, and that you're going to have to make that choice. You know what choice you're going to make. It ain't fun and you don't like it, but it's going to lead you there. So you got some healing to do. Listen to that intuition, and that's good. Once you listen to that intuition, it's like, okay, I'm going to take that step. I don't like it. That's what's going to eventually lead you here where your dreams come true, where you're experiencing your full dreams and they're coming true. So have faith in that. Now, some of you might have a loving father figure that can be of assistance to you. And yeah, we do have the Knight of Swords here. So this is about going for what you want. And they can really help you go for your desires, go for your joys. They can really assist you in that. That's going to be very helpful to you. So keep in mind who this might be that can assist you in that, or even if it's your own energy and you are that person and you can embody that energy and stick with it. So tune into how this is fitting you and how to assist you. So feeling out of balance, because we're looking at some changes, even coming out of this dark times, that's still a change, feeling out of balance. But this being out of balance with these changes are are bringing you to all that's right to your world. Going for that which gives you joy is what's bringing you to all that's right with your world. So just meditate on those changes, seeing you having exactly what you want to experience, experiencing those joys every day. Get your ego comfortable and familiar with it, and then it'll feel like you're home. You feel like you're right in your natural place. Don't allow your ego to deceive you. Be careful of that, because it's coming back to a choice. This was a 2 of Fire, making that choice. So it's just a choice between the spirit and it's a choice between the ego. You're leaning more towards the spirit. You know, I'm seeing really spiritual gifted here. Stick with that spirit and you'll be fine. And then, yes, have faith. The universe is supporting you. Are you on the right path? Making those steps towards your joy, making your steps towards your spirituality. Yes, you're on the right path. The universe is completely supporting you on that. Again, this is Sagittarius. Don't know if I caught that. In case I didn't, I'm repeating that. And then again, now you got the Hermit. Just go within, connect with your higher self, connect with your angels, connect with your guides. They'll keep you on that path. They will keep you on the faith. They will keep you focused on your joy, meditation. And that joy becomes comfortable and it's easy. And meditation, lucid dreaming, seeing you, experiencing your dreams and your reality. Use that meditation. Definitely use that one. And this one represents Virgo, if that is by chance relative to you in any way. Whether it be you, maybe someone with whom you're engaged in your situation. Okay, so I'm going to wrap you up now with the Angels and Ancestor cards. Angels and Ancestor cards. Okay. That was quick. Quick. Water Guardian. Yes, and she is reversed. So pay a little extra attention to that. Water Guardian. Work with your emotions. So I did tell you that was showing up here. You're starting these new journeys and they're all coming out. But this one is reversed right here. This is starting a new journey. Does not mean it won't be successful. It just means you've got some grief to work with. So you've got some emotions to work with. And that is coming from this place of where we've been and this defeat. We've got some emotions here. And we need to let go of that. I told you, let go of that focus on that defeat and all the pain that your ego's feeling there. And then, of course, the pains and the contrast that you've been experiencing. We've got to let that go. Do not let those emotions impede you. And this is coming up here too. Got to let those emotions, got to work with those emotions and heed our intuition, because that's what impedes the dreams. So you just flip those and work with that. You're golden. Keep your faith. You're absolutely golden. Don't let your ego betray you, and you're absolutely golden. And you can definitely get your dreams, because everything, your fate line, you're on your destiny, everything. You're going to be, you're on a successful path. It is going to be successful. So definitely lucid dreaming. Use that meditation. That is going to really help you. The lucid dreaming also connects back to the spirituality. And the biggest thing, follow your joy. Be living your joy. That is very important. So just work with those emotions. Work with yourself. And even the, I just got this too. This is the King of Cups. The Sea King and the Sea Queen, and we got one in reversed and one upright. So this also represents a couplehood. So some of you might be experiencing a breakup, either your parents or someone close to you, or maybe yourself. And if it's yourself, this could be exactly what this is all about. Okay, and the pain with that is what's impeding the wishes coming true. Now, some of you might have a mother that doesn't support you, and you're letting her values and stuff impeding your dreams come true. But you have a father that supports you for going for your dreams. So work with your father and lean on that and keep going for your dreams. Don't let that mother that doesn't impede you in her values. You've got to do your own thing. So some of you need to work with that, because that can be very grieving when there's always something inside of us that wants the approval of our parents. And it's difficult to break out and do your own thing without their approval. It makes it so much easier when they then give us their blessing to be who we are. And some of you are very spiritual in nature, and some very conventional people that aren't very spiritual or maybe religious and may not be into some open-minded, free spirituality, that can cause some clashing. But you can let their values impede you. So I'm picking that up for some of you, so you want to work on those emotions. But you got this loving father figure who is here to support you in guiding you, for helping you go for what you want. So go for what you want and work with those that are aligned with you in doing that. Not a bad reading, guys, especially with your theme. You're on the new path, and your path is going to be successful. You're on your fate line destiny. And some of you, you're gifted and you got things to share. Overall, good reading, guys. All right, guys. Until next time, much love and much light.